everybody, welcome back to my channel. Today I am going to do a video on some more pages in my Inspired Coloring Nature Coloring to Relax and Free Your Mind adult coloring book. That's a mouthful. Okay, I've showed you a few of these pages in a previous video. I've worked on a few more, and I'm going to show you the pages that I did the new pages on. Now this one here, I don't know if I showed you guys this before. Did I show you guys this one? I don't know. Okay, I think I did. Well, anyway, just in case you didn't see it, this was a bunch of trees and stuff, and so I colored that in with my this one here. I use Crayola crayons on this particular page. I use Crayola crayons. And I use some stamps right here, bird stamps, to put the birds in the air. And those are clear stamps, clear rubber stamps. And I used to, right here, I used another stamp by Tim Holt, and it's called Life Doesn't Have to Be Perfect to Be Wonderful. And so I just stamped that on there, embossed it with some black embossing powder, cut it out, and put it on this page. And I kind of drew maybe some hills in the background. I don't know why I colored the hills blue. That don't make no sense, huh? I should have colored a different color. Well, anyway, I guess you can look at it as background distant hills. Okay, so in case you didn't see that one, that's this here page. Now, this is the new page. These are the new pages I did. This one here is a flower. I don't know what kind of flower it is, but I enjoyed coloring it. So if you know what it is, I mean, you can put it in the comments and you know, let me know what kind of flower it is. It looks like a Hawaiian flower of some sort. I'm not really sure. But what I did is I colored this one here with Crayola. I used Crayola for this one here. And I use different color Crayolas, and I use some markers and a little bit of watercolor. And in the background, I painted it with black paint, and I took a stencil, a circle stencil, and put it on, and took a gold color Sharpie, and I went around in circles just like this. And then I took a white marker, and I put it on there, and I pushed it to the side just a little bit and did the white circles. That's how I got this here page. Let me move some of this stuff out of the way. These pages are from the coloring from the book as well. I took them out and colored them because, hey, it was easier that way. You know, so I might incorporate them back in later. I might not. I'm thinking about getting maybe a notebook and get some sleeves and put the pages inside the sleeves and put them inside the notebook. I'm gonna go that route sooner or later, but I'm actually gonna do it. This one here is a pigeon. I wasn't finished with it. I hadn't got started on it. I got started on it, but I never got a chance to finish with it. And this is just the beginning stage, which is nowhere near finished. I'm not even finished coloring in it yet. And the branch that he's on, that's not included in the picture, but I added it to it so the picture can have something to stand onto. It's kind of what I like about the pages with the empty areas, because you can fill it in with whatever you want to fill in. But that's the flower right there. That's it. I really like that. I think it's very, very beautiful. Okay, this one here is some leaves. Now, I was intending to make these some old leaves, you know, just old leaves just sitting out on the ground. So I'm not finished with this yet. So when I get through with that one, I'll show you that their page. And this one here, I haven't even gotten started on yet. I don't like every picture in here. So a lot of them I'm not going to do. It depends what's on the other side. If I like the other side, I'm going to color that one, and then in the other side of that one that I don't like, I'm just going to do whatever with it. But in the meantime, these pages here, I took these out of the book. and I color them. Now this one here is a color of some seashells. Let me bring you in so you can take a closer look. This one here is some seashells, and I colored these in with a combination of some watercolors. I use Crayola crayon color pencils, and a little bit of what do you call it? Watercolor pencils too around the edges. Watercolor pencils, and yeah, that's what I use. And I also use some crayons. I put a lot of it, all that in together. But you got the starfish and the 3 shells, and that's the way those look. And the bubbles here, I used to stamp by Gabrielle. Let me see. Let me go get it and show it to y'all. I don't remember the name. I can't pronounce the lady. I can't pronounce her name. This is the stamp right here, the stamp set, and it's by, she has it on here, Gabriella Polacco, P-O-L-L-A-C-C-O. Is that 2 C's? A-C-C-O. That's her name, and I got this stamp at Scrapbook Diaries. I think it's located in New York. It's Scrapbook Diaries, and I wanted it because I wanted the water drop stamps that's in it. This one and this one. It has a brick stamp set, a stamp, and a brick wall. And these how these stamps look. They're rubber stamps and come out just like this. And you just put them on your ink block, and you just stamp them on your image, and the image on here comes out on the paper. So that's what this is. Yeah, so that is how I got this one here, the bubbles here that you see. And what it is, I stamped all the bubbles on, and then I took a white gel pen and I went around the highlighted areas, most of it, to make the bubbles pop off the page. And so I like that look, since it's shells, and supposedly shells is in water, and I painted the background blue like it's in the water, and yeah, it was fun to do, just something fun to do. So that's what I did with this one here. I didn't like the design on the back of the page, so I just did it, colored it black. And this one here, I'm not finished, nowhere near it. I haven't decided what I was going to do. I just colored the trees with some yellow in the background, but I don't know what I'm going to do here yet. So that's still a work in progress. Okay, the next one is this one here. This is this page was just the trees. And what I did was, let me pour back a little. What I did was I drawed in the trees with the color pencils, and I drawed in the leaves up here, and this part here I colored in. I made a path because all this wasn't in the picture. I put this in myself. I incorporate the mountains in the background, and I colored in the water, and I made the path going through the trees, and I put the shadow of the trees on the path coming down toward the lake. So that's what I did with this one here. What I should have done was made it a little bit darker in the background. That would have pulled the mountains out a little bit more, but it's okay. I still like it. I like it the way it is. Let me see if I can get you in closer to get another closer look at this one. Okay, that's how it looks. And you can see the shadows from the trees because the sunlight is coming from this direction. And there's my mountains in the background. And there's the trees. And I think I could have made the sky a little bit darker. But it's a nice clear day, so that's okay. You get the point. Okay. All right. Let me pour back a little. Let me pour back a little more. And I didn't like the one on the back of this one, so I just colored it black. And like I say, I'm gonna put them in a sleeve and put them in a notebook eventually. This here is another one. Now I did a video on this one where I showed how to color the shell here with a portfolio oil pastels, and so I just colored in the rest of the shells, and I colored the background black again, and I used that circle stencil I had, and I made little different circles in it, or bubbles. And that's this one here. So I'm going to give you a close-up of this one here. I like doing this. I enjoy it. I like the black colors in the background because it makes the images on the page pop. So you might see a lot of my pictures that have that on there. Please don't get offended. I like it that way. I like, like I say, it makes the images on the page pop, so I'm not trying to be selective or anything like that. That's just the way I like it. And I used a gold Sharpie to color the edges to make my border with. Okay, and this one here that I did is some flowers. Now I don't know if I showed this one before. May have, may not have, but these are the two flowers, and of course I colored in the background, used stencils. And around the edges here, as you can see, when it sparkles like that, I took some stickles and went around the edges of the flowers. So you can see that shininess right there. That's because I use stickles to make the flowers jump out a little bit more, making some shine to it. Okay, so these are the 4 pages that I've worked on so far. And I'm gonna work on some more, and I'll bring those to you and show them to you in another video. Okay, I hope you all enjoyed these. I hope you enjoyed watching them, and I'll see you guys in another video. Okay, I got a phone call. That's kind of loud. See something. Hello? Hey, give me a minute, okay? Call me back in 1 minute. Okay, bye-bye. Okay, all right, so I'm sorry, y'all. Sorry. I would get a phone call, wouldn't I? But that's okay, that's cool. So, I hope you guys enjoy watching the videos. I hope you all enjoy the pages. And if you have any comments, let me know in the comment section below. And I'll be back in the future with more videos to show you guys, okay? Okay, in the meantime, you guys have a really good day. And if you're doing your artwork, have fun, enjoy it, let yourself go. Just jump in there and just swim in it. Have you some fun and do some good artwork, okay? All right, thanks very much, okay? Okay, bye-bye.